What's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Micah back at it again. I know I was gone for a little bit, but I am back now, here to bring you some more knowledge, some more necromantic enlightenment, and all that good shit. So we're gonna hop right into it. Today I want to discuss a little bit about cosmic truth when dealing with enemies and death hexing people and all that other kind of thing. This was a product of my own growth and reflection on some enemies I have and had, and it's a pretty profound understanding. And that understanding is, in order to truly send a nigga to hell, straight to fucking hell, you have to let go of everything they did to you, ritual-wise and in the mundane world. That does not in any way at all, in any fashion, mean you forgive and you forget. It simply means you can see, third eye, you can see the cosmic truth of the situation. And what is that cosmic truth? That there is a balance that goes beyond you that must be restored for the actions that were taken against you, whether it be in the ritual chamber or whether it be in the everyday world that we live in. There is a cosmic balance, a cosmic exchange, so to speak. And in my situation, the truth here was not so much revenge, but more like divine retribution, so to speak. And when I realized this, all the obstacles and blockages become insignificant, very insignificant, because now you're doing death hexes on a level of cosmic truth, and that truth is so fucking dense and heavy, it makes the magic darker and darker and darker until it gets pitch black, which is the true meaning of black magic. The blackest magic operates on a cosmic level. You see the principles, you see the balances and the exchanges that need to take place, and you realize you're just a vessel for the powers of darkness or whatever you work with. If you're a, RHP or a light worker or whatever, you're a vessel for the light that exacts judgment and balance upon whatever is imbalance. You are the karma, so to speak. You are karma in action. It reminds you of the rune Gabo, a gift for a gift. The enemies you have gave a gift to you of doing whatever they did, taking more than they should, taking power, confidence, fucking with your finances, fucking with your loved ones, killing off some of your loved ones, that kind of thing, torturing you. And in return, you give them the gift of eternal fucking retribution, eternal agony, eternal pain. Every time they fucking die, the whole cycle repeats over and over and over again. They're unable to adapt to the pain in any significant way that matters. All that good shit. You see how this shit gets dark just from the perspective of equal exchange? See, there are principles behind all of this stuff. For example, a little quick sidetrack here. Nature abhors a vacuum, right? Well, there's a spiritual principle behind that. Nature, on this side of the veil, abhors the purity of darkness, of emptiness on the other side of the veil. Therefore, when an opening from the other side is made into this side, it cannot tolerate the power and the strength of the purity of emptiness that rushes through. Therefore, it will pull in sympathetic influences to what was already there in order to fill up that gap, so to speak. That's the key right there. I just gave you a huge fucking key for your shit. I might explain that a little bit later. But the point is that when you get deep into necromancy, when you're really about this shit, when you're really on your spiritual warfare and all that, there comes a point where you become judge and executioner all the same. There's a point where the swing of your blade becomes as if Justice, Lady Justice, was swinging her fucking blade. Now, this is not on some freaking edgy type shit. None of this is edgy in the least. If you cannot understand the principles of justice and causality and all that other kind of shit and see how it applies to death magic, that's on you. But for those who do understand and see where I'm coming from, y'all get the picture. As you go throughout your path in necromancy and in black magic, you start to go past your own personal problems. you start to go past the collective issues and you start to operate from a more, I don't want to say Buddhic perspective, but you start to understand why Buddha had the worldview that he did. And if you think about it, Buddha in essence was a type of black magician, because you can apply this shit to the lighter side all you want with the healing and, you know, the love and the peace, all that shit. You can do some really good stuff with that. But when you apply this to the black magic end of the spectrum, holy fucking shit gets scary. It gets scary because of the level of truth that is operating behind it. And when you take on Buddha's perspective, you are able to operate from a neutral position. That does not mean you don't have hate and anger. It simply means you can bury that shit momentarily in order to operate on a much higher energetic level and on a much higher sorceress level for whatever your spell is that you're doing. So within this lies a key. See the cosmic truth of a situation that you're trying to work on, and then do what is necessary, and the situation will work out in your favor. I'm going to say that again. See the cosmic truth of a situation that you are working on with your sorcery, and then do what is necessary without attachment, and then the situation will work out for you. What is attachment? Being blinded by your own personal emotion, however real it is, of what was done to you. Now, this does not mean you become a pacifist. This is not no Mahatma Gandhi type bullshit. We're not talking about world peace, save the children, and all this other kind of crap. We're talking about if someone does some shit to you, you let it go momentarily. You let them keep fucking up. Keep adding to their toll, to their tally, so to speak. Because you will make them pay it back much more than they will ever know. Period. And in this, you discover your particular truth. Your truth, you who is watching this, your truth might be vengeance. Your truth might be peace. Your truth might be fucking divine retribution as well. You feel me? The point is that there is a time and a place for this kind of stuff. These archetypes and these necromantic transfigurations and whatnot are not fucking edgy in the least sense of the word. The only way it seems edgy is if you have the lack of understanding to really see what's going on behind the curtain, behind the scenes, behind the shit. And most people keep that curtain up in order to disguise fear. Because what if this shit actually is real for, you know, all the non-believers and shit out there? What if, you know what I'm saying, one man, one woman, one person can actually be the judge and executioner in their own reality, and even in the fucking collective, functionally operating on the level of a tyrant or overseer or fucking god even. You feel me? This shit is possible, not just with necromancy, but with whatever your fucking past is. Now, in terms of forming the curses, when you operate from this level, you have to ride the current that comes to you. You have to ride the current of inspiration that comes into you in order to execute this shit properly. Because now you're operating outside of your own limited mind, and you're operating on a greater mind. And as that is such, you're becoming a vessel of, I'm not going to say the all, but of the cosmos, at least in this plane of existence. Once you have a mastery of that, you can expand to other planes of existence with the same thing. And as you do this, the death essence is going to flow through you, but it's going to be in a non-apparent way. You know how some people say that power is not seen but felt? Confidence is not seen but felt. The wind is not seen but felt. It's the same thing when you're operating at this level. You're not going to necessarily see the death essence in action, because these kind of curses extend across lifetimes to the point to where, and this is where the gift is given back to you, to when you perish on the physical plane and you're roaming the astral, incarnating, doing whatever the fuck you please, your enemy or enemies is still dying, still in pain, still in agony. And as soon as they find a way to kill themselves and end it, they immediately get reincarnated into a life of agony, pain, and suffering without any adaptability to it whatsoever. Forever. That's the gift that is given back to you. There could be other gifts given back to you. You feel me? I remember one curse I did on a person. It brought them into ruin to where they're facing jail time, potentially, and their woman, their ex, is now my woman. Yeah, shit like that. Freaking, it's a wide variety of ways that shit can fucking play out, but you all get the picture. Retribution is creative. Retribution is divine. Retribution is dark as shit. But in order to execute it, you have to be neutral. You have to let that shit go that was done to you, yet you have to harness the emotion in order to really push your shit through any barriers, any obstacles, all that good shit. And as you do this more and more, you start to function on a fucking, almost like a bodhisattva type level. You know how there's bodhisattvas of compassion, bodhisattvas of love. You become a bodhisattva of retribution and death in a way. And your power increases and your ascent increases, because not only have you let go of blockages and useless crap that got in your way, you're also learning how to functionally operate on a completely different level magically as well, you know? So, now I don't want you guys to leave off with the understanding that frickin' this means you're gonna have like 100% success rate with every fucking curse you do. That can be possible, and that is possible to have 100% success rate with every curse you do. But there is work. There's going with the flow, being attuned to what you need to do in the moment and not what you want to do or what you think you should do in the moment. That's the route to perfection. That's the route to success. That's the route to ascent. Feel me? So that's going to be it for today's video. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the other typical stuff I'm supposed to say. And hit me up if you desire to get ritual work from me, if you desire a divination or reading. Sometimes you just need a listening ear, you know what I'm saying? So hit me up and we can get that shit sorted out. If you like the video, if you have any questions, comment below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. So, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe and avoid these zombies out here.